going to go ahead and get started, guys. Good morning, everyone. I'm Cree,
And I'm KJ.
and this is Breakfast with Cree and KJ. I'm gonna go ahead and let KJ start with her morning quote.
Hey, Dr. J. So I had two of them, and I didn't know which one to pick, but now I definitely know which one to pick. So this is just kind of stemming off of last week's episode because it's supposed to be part two because the debate kept going. But it's your value as a woman is not determined by the expectations of others, but by the limitless potential that resides within you. So everybody else's opinions don't matter, honey. That's all I have on that one. Because
It doesn't matter at all. It doesn't matter at all. Okay.
Value.
Yeah, we got to start putting ourselves first. We sometimes, often, way too many times, think about and care about how other people perceive us, or how they feel about us, or what they think about us, or what they feel about our actions and stuff like that. But I look at it like this: you have one life to live it the way you want to live it. If you want to be out here doing what you, if that's your life, if that's what you want to do, boo. It might not be ideal for me. What you doing might not be ideal for me, but that's your life. You can live it, and you don't have to feel no type of way about how I feel about you, because it's your life. Live it the way you want. Thank you. You know, and so that's how I look at that.
Dr. J said true.
Hi, pretty Paris. But yeah, so that's what I think about that.
So please tell who all the people that weren't here last week, since this is part two, what the topic was with the hot topic with Cree.
Okay, y'all. So last week we were having a conversation about actually the topic really was, if you were a parent and you had a adult son and your son didn't have any kids, um would you feel some type of way if your son came home and said that he was dating a woman that had 3 kids and he was taking care of them, like, paying the bills, as he should? Like, as a parent, would you feel some type of way if your son didn't have any kids and started dating a woman that had multiple kids? Like, and it was a lot of mixed comments about that. And again, for me personally, like I said, is that why would I feel some type of way about my son dating a woman with kids? You know? And I think it's very unrealistic for any woman, especially a woman with children, to come on here and say that they would that they would feel some type of way if their son was dating a woman with children. Because it's kind of like, turn the tables around. You're a mother. So are you saying that a man shouldn't want to date you? And I guess it also got into does a woman having children, does her value decrease if she's a single mom, to a man that's courting her? And there was also a lot of crazy opinions about that as well. Everybody feel the way they feel, and everybody gonna have their thoughts on how they want to do it. So I respect everybody's opinion. I might not agree with it, but I can respect it. Um, but yeah, so that's kind of like what it was leading up to. But guys, I have something else I wanted us to say. So I was just thinking, and this is something that I've been seeing around, but like, what is acceptable for first dates? Like, what is a first date that's kind of like unacceptable to people? And I'm gonna give y'all a little story time real fast on why I feel like this is not a good first date. So, the drive-in. I don't know if everybody know what the drive-in is, but the drive-in is a movie theater outside, you know, an outside movie theater where you go and it's the screens and you turn your radio on to hear the movie. And you sit in your car and it's a big screen and it's like a date inside the car watching a movie, you know, on the screen.
Put the book on the window.
And back in the days, they used to have the speakers, and you could sit the speaker on your window, and the movie will be playing through the speaker. But they don't have the speakers anymore, so now you have to watch the movie and listen at it through your radio. They put it on the radio stations now, and so I went to the drive-in about. It was not last summer, but the summer before. Me and this guy that I was talking to, we went to the drive-in, but me and him was kind of, you know, we was kind of locked in, like, you know, we've been knowing each other for years, you know, so, you know, we went to the drive-in to go see a movie. And while we were at the drive-in, I had to go use the restroom. And so I got to walking towards the restroom, and it was a girl standing out there, and the girl was like, hey, can I use your phone? Now it's dark. If y'all don't know, I'm a little blind. So I wasn't up close on her. I was like a little distance away from her, but she did yell out to me and say, hey, can I use your phone? And so I looked up and I was like, okay. And I started walking towards her. But as I started walking towards her, I was like, oh, dang, what's up? I know her. I'm not going to say, I'm going to call her Ashley. No, I'm gonna call her Ashley. So as I got closer to her, I looked up and I was like, "Oh my God, hey Ashley, what's going on? How you doing?" She said, "Yeah, hey, like, can I use your phone?" And I was like, "That's cool. All right." So I had to use the restroom, so I gave her my phone and I walked inside the restroom and left her standing outside with my phone. And so then I came back out. She was still standing right there, though. She was still standing right there. She had the phone. So I'm like, what's going on? Because she was standing there by herself. So I'm like, what's going on or whatever like that. And she was like, she said, I came here with this guy or whatever like that, but I don't know where he at. And I was like, oh, she said, I just need to call him or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay. So she called him and he didn't answer the phone. And so I'm standing there looking like, she called him again. He didn't answer the phone. So I was like, what's going on? She said, yeah, he rolled me over here to the bathroom or whatever. And then when I came back out, he was gone. And so he finally answered the phone and he was like, I went back to the movie theater. But why would you go back to the movie theater and you rolled her over here? Like, that just don't make sense. Okay, so anywho, he told her that he went back into the theater or whatever like that. And I'm like, well, he need to come back over here and come get you. Like, why would he roll you over here and then pull off, you know? So anywho, she get the call. I guess she was like, all right. So she went over there, I guess, to the movie theater, and she didn't see him. And she was like, I don't know where he is. So she came back to ask me, can she use my phone again? So she get to calling him and calling him and calling him. Do y'all know that this man did not answer the phone? The man was not answering the phone. She came on a date to the drive-in. He let her out at the bathroom and then he pulled off and left her. But that's not the kicker. The kicker is that she met him. This was her first day meeting up with this man. She met him on a website. I don't know what website she said it was. I don't know if she said like Plenty of Fish or something. I forgot. I think she said POF. And so she told me that she met him on this website or whatever like that. And I said, this y'all first date? And she like, yeah. I'm like, you came to the drive-in for your first date? Because I feel like the drive-in is more of a, when you locked in with somebody, y'all cool, y'all can kick y'all feet off, kick it up on the dashboard, lean back, talk, chill, drink, you know, do whatever, you know, like that's a drive-in date if you ask me. It's not a first date material. But anywho, so the girl, the dude left her. And so y'all know I'm there with somebody, right? And so I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm like, okay, come walk to the car with me. Cause y'all gotta understand, it was 2:00 in the morning. You know, drive-in run real late. Yeah. It was 2:00 in the morning and she's out there by herself. And so I'm like, okay, come walk to the car with me or whatever like that. So I bring her to the car with me, and I'm telling the guy who I'm with, like, like the person who she was with left her or whatever like that. But so I'm like, you could sit here with us, but you gotta wait till our movie over. Like you could sit here and you could watch this movie, or you could sit here with us or whatever like that. And she was like, okay, because we was like, we could take you home or whatever. And she was like, okay, thank you or whatever. Anywho, y'all, the girl left her purse, her phone, her everything she owned inside this man's car. And let's make this very clear, ladies. Like, that's not even safe. This is the first time that you're meeting a man. You let him bring you to the drive-in, and then you leave all of your belongings in his car while you go into the restroom. No, because everything that I brought is coming out with me. My phone, why would I leave it in your car? My purse, why would I leave it in your car? Like, I just don't think that makes sense. But that's not even the biggest kicker. Then she told me that they had relations in the car. And I just looked at her. Yeah. Listen, she said that they did what they did. And I was like, please tell me you use protection. And she was like, no.
Thank you, Lotus Mama.
She was like, no. And I was just like, oh my God, girl, you too grown. Because she older than me, y'all. And so I was just like, we are too grown to make decisions like that. Like, I'm in a place in my life where that could never happen to me. That could never happen to me. And I feel like women sometimes we do like foolish things like behind a man, and I don't know whether you that hot like that. It ain't that hot enough. I can't be that hot, and so anywho, the girl sitting there in the car with me and the person I'm with, and it's crazy because he didn't feed her nothing. We in the car eating popcorn. She's just looking hungry. I'm like, oh girl, you want some popcorn? She just like, yes, so bad. She snatched that popcorn up so fast. Like, I felt bad for her, but at the same time, I didn't, because girl, like, why are you here? You're a mother. Do you know that you just put yourself in danger? You do not know this man. Like, I just thought that was
trying to find love anywhere, and they just be like, forget it, I'm just gonna roll with this dude.
But I'm not even against like finding love like on the internet. You can find somebody that you find your man on the internet, like you find your man but what I would say is like, if he was trying to take you to a first date, if he was taking you to the drive-in, you should have already known that he was just trying to hit.
Yeah, our first date was at a hookah bar.
Yeah, this is the first place he bringing you here on a first date. It's not that. It's not what you think it's about to be, boo. If this is where he's bringing you on a first date, you can't bring me to no drive-in on a first date. That's like somebody telling me they want to take me to Oasis on a first date. Y'all know what? Y'all might not know what that is.
You don't know what it is if they don't live in Michigan.
But it's a little hot tub place, like where it got like hot tubs. It's like a whole bunch of hot tubs, and the rooms is like themed and stuff. Like, it's nice when you go with somebody that that you mess with for real. But like when somebody the first meet you and say, yeah, let's go on a date to Oasis, you're gonna be looking at them like, no, thank you.
They on a Netflix and chill. That's just being Netflix and cheap, and they're just trying to get some.
Yeah, it just certain places, that if a man asking you to go on a first date, that it's not serious. It's not. He's not looking for nothing but a booty call. That's what all he's looking for. And the drive-in is one of them places for a first date. I would never go on a first date with no man to the drive-in. I don't know. That's just me. But do you think that that's an acceptable date?
Some people would think it's an acceptable date, but if the story that you just told happened to them, I think sense would kick in. Okay, never to do that again. Shelly said no. People, I think they don't look at it like that. I carry my phone everywhere, even when I'm with my husband. If I leave out that car, I'm taking my phone with me just in case anything happens. There's no way I'm leaving my phone anywhere. But I think people don't think about that until the situation like that happens. They're like, oh, someone wants to take me out on a date and we're going to the drive-in. They think of it as like the movies.
I
So
don't even like the movies as a first date because I feel like the movies is too dark, it's too quiet. You can't talk. What we going? We going to the first of all, and another thing for me going to the movies, I'll be asleep. And the moment the lights go off, my eyes go off. Like it don't. I'm not a sit in a theater type of girl. The movie have to be like amazing to keep me woke. Like I have to be like, oh my god, it's so good. If the movie have any dry spills, I'm going to be asleep. So the movies for me in a date especially a first date is never a good idea. I'll be like, baby, no, we can't go to the movies on a date.
don't take me at all to the movies because he already knows I'm going to sleep.
I go to sleep.
We went to go watch John Wick. I think it was like the third one. And that one was like 3 hours long. I had to literally stand up on the side of the chair so that I won't fall asleep. Because I know it meant a lot for him to watch it. But I was dozing off. And don't take me to the movies.
You didn't go to sleep. You didn't go to sleep and doze off when you was crying watching Best Man Holiday.
That's because Best Man Holiday was a really good movie. I cried and then I went to sleep.
But seriously, like I feel like we could put ourselves in danger doing stuff like that. You don't know somebody, you need to make sure that you meet them in a public place, like public where people can see y'all. First date don't need to be intimate. Like it's not an intimate. It don't have to be all extra cozy and none of that. If we go on a first date, it could be outdoors, shoot, the river walk. You don't even have to spend no money up for real on the first date. To me, some people might think that you gotta go all head over, but no, you don't have to go head over. But I think you got a difference of opinion because your face is like he ain't got to spend no money, but no, you don't. Not no real money. No, first, yeah, but I'm saying it don't have to be hundreds of dollars on a first date. Like I feel like on a first date, we could feel each other vibe out. We go out. I feel you out. You feel me out. I see if I like you, if I might want to go on another date, you see whether you like me and if you might want to go on another date with me. And then the second date, you might take me out. Okay, I want to take her on a nice date this time. Somewhere nice and fancy. But the first time we can go downtown and go walk the river walk and talk and get to know each other and stuff like that or something. I don't think we can go on a picnic.
And I don't think you should be intoxicated either. Because that's when you make bad. Yeah. Like if you have a glass of wine or something like that, then okay. Especially if you're by yourself, I don't think that you should be like intoxicated because that's when people definitely think that they could take advantage of you. No, it hasn't happened to me, so I'm not speaking from experience. But I just don't think that people should drink like that when they're on a date with somebody.
Or keep it to a 2-drink maximum. 2-drink maximum. I haven't been on a date in a while. It's been a while since I actually just been on a date with somebody, like a first date. Like I haven't been on a first date in a minute. But I do agree that on the first date you shouldn't get drunk. You shouldn't get drunk on the first date. And also when I go on a first date, I don't want nobody to see my drunk. I don't want you to see my drunk side yet. You will see my drunk side once we get to know each other a little bit more, Although I am a happy drunk and I'm a smiling drunk and a dancing drunk, be dancing all around all day, all night. But I'm not like no sloppy, angry drunk. So I really wouldn't care for real, but I wouldn't get drunk.
My husband saw me on the third date get drunk. And on the third date, we took Cree with us. We went to a club. It was in Scottsdale. It was the Mint when we all went, and I think Michael Jordan was there. Not Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson. Sorry, he was there. But we all went out together, and Darius bought all of us drinks. I should never say my husband's name on here.
I don't remember that. I don't remember
went
that.
out, and then you got drunk, and you was asleep in the back seat. You don't remember that? That was literally me and his third date. I remember each one of our dates, but I know it was that you came with us.
I only remember y'all first date, and that's because their first date, guys, was at church. And that was the first time they met each other, the first time they ever seen each other. They went to church, and we all was at church, and he came to church to meet her, and they've been locked in ever since. Now, I would say this: if I be like, let's go to church for a first date, and a man be like, I'm down for that. I will meet you at church and we can praise the Lord together. I will be looking at him with googly eyes too, like, okay. Come on, Bella. We can go to church. Pastor, marry us right now. You know? Just marry us right now.
I told him, I was like, if we would never went on that date to church, we probably wouldn't be married today.
Like, the first date church, that's great. You could, I don't mind you seeing me praise the Lord, crying tears of joy, praying, in that moment, we praying for each other. Lord, may this connection be something, whatever the case it may be. I think church is a great first date.
Yeah, and we've been going to church with each other ever since. That's the main thing in a relationship to me is I need to know that you have a relationship with the Lord and a proper relationship, not just saying that, oh, I believe in God and that's it. Like, to me, you don't have to go to church every single Sunday, but you got to go to church. You got to know some of the Bible. My man knows every scripture basically in the Bible, and that's because of the way he was raised. But yeah, if he would never went to church, I wouldn't be married today. I would be a single woman.
You think so?
Yes.
I think that even if y'all first date wasn't at church, y'all probably would still be dating. I think if y'all went to dinner, y'all probably would still be dating right now. I think so.
That was my test, and he passed the test. If he would have said, no, I'm busy, then guess what? I'm busy too. See you later.
Well, then, I'm saying, like, if he would have just, like, dipped out on church. But I'm saying if church wasn't the first date, and that wasn't, like, you didn't ask him to go to church, but he asked you to dinner or something, y'all probably would.
Back when I started dating him, that's when I really started going really hard in church and reading the Bible and stuff like that. So I don't believe we would have, if it would have been like now, because I still am, into church and, go to church and stuff like that. But back then it was like, I was really, really, really into church. I probably would have been judging everybody, but, no, I don't think we would have been talking. If I would have met him a little bit after, like around now, then maybe, but around then, no.
Could you date somebody who is unequally yoked to you? So you're a Christian. Could you date a Muslim?
Probably not.
Or why do you feel like you couldn't do that?
I mean, as long as he don't be trying to convert me over to his side.
Okay, so I'm gonna answer the question, and I'm gonna say I couldn't do that. And the reason why I couldn't do it is it ain't even got nothing to do with you trying to convert me or nothing. But if I believe in this and you believe in that, we could never really come together, and I can't pray with say we married. I get married to a Muslim and I'm Christian. We can't pray together because it's not the same. We believe differently. And although there's only one God, they just not aligned and it's just not no alignment, so I have to be able, I want my husband to be able to pray with me and sit down with me. I mean, we'll have to go back and forth. I'm gonna have to go pray 5 times a day with you over here. But then when I say in Jesus' name, you're gonna be looking at me crazy. When I pray, like it just I feel like it just don't work, you know? It's just different. I need somebody that believe like how I believe. And you don't have to be like so far off deep into like church and stuff like that. 'Cause I don't go to church every Sunday, and God's still working on me, and I'm trying to make my way. Like I went to church on Mother's Day, and I went to my old church where I got baptized and everything, and they missed me. They all remember me and everything. They was like, "Oh my God, we haven't seen you in so long," and I'm gonna make my way back there. I'm gonna make my way back again, but I just I be busy, but I can't be too busy for God. But anywho, y'all, this is not supposed to turn into a holy matrimony type of thing. This is we talking about we're talking about dates. Okay. So, what is a place that you feel that if somebody tried to take you on a first date, it would not be acceptable? What's like a place that you like first date? No.
Mine is the Netflix and chill stuff. That basically you ain't taking me nowhere. Hey Snow. It's basically not taking you nowhere. But I don't do the whole Netflix and chill on no first date. You gotta take me out somewhere, just like you said, somewhere public. Cause I don't know you, you don't know me, you could kidnap me. No. But mine is the Netflix and chill thing.
One place that I feel like on a first date that I do not want to go to, that is I feel like is not first date worthy or is kind of cringy to me, will be bars and clubs. I do not want to go to a bar. What we about to do? Be sitting and drinking. I don't want to go to a club or a bar for a first date. Like I don't know. That's just me. I don't feel like it's acceptable for like it's not first date worthy to me. Thank you. It's not first date worthy to me. I don't think that going to a bar or club is like what I'm gonna sit there and do. We're gonna just be sitting there drinking back to back to back to back to back, just having drinks. Like,
but if you go to a lounge, it's sitting there. You can actually talk to each other. You choose to drink back to back to back. You don't have to, because if you don't want to,
the conversation get boring. You gonna just drink.
You better drink the water.
It ain't not, okay. Just say you on a first date and y'all just sitting there looking at each other, like the conversation just kind of. You gonna be like, yeah, can I get a drink?
Yeah, but even if you get like just a glass of wine and babysit that glass of wine, you gotta have self-control, especially when
I ain't no wine drinker. I ain't no wine drinker. I need a shot.
Drink some apple cider or something, but don't get drunk.
Don't take me to no bar. I'm not going to no bar on no first date. I'm not going
different because you get
and Netflix and chill is just a given. Like first date, you want to Netflix and chill. That would never happen. Like you know what I don't like? When you meet a man and he be like, "Come pull up on me." Pull up on you? You want me to come pull? Hold on. You want me to come pull up on you? I ain't never went out with you before or nothing, and you want me to come pull up to where you chilling at somewhere at somebody's house to come pull up on you? No, thank you. I'll pass.
I'll pass. They're like, here I come. I'll be there in 20.
They be over there like, yeah, we drinking and smoking. Come pull up. Nope, I don't even smoke. Oh, I hate that too. That's one thing I hate. That is dangerous. No, that's dangerous. Like, who doing that? But that's how. Listen, a lot of these women or girls or whoever today, they make it easy. That's why the guys think that that's okay, that they can say that kind of stuff. Like, come pull up. I got a bottle. Come pull up. You want to smoke? You know. And for me, I don't smoke. Right? I don't smoke. So, and I've met plenty of guys that be like, come pull up and smoke, and I be like.
There's nobody who sit there and just smoke with somebody.
No, and I ain't never hung out with you before. You want me to come pull up and sit outside in the car with you and smoke? I'm good, sir. And that's the problem. I actually think people don't know how to date. Like specifically, men don't know how to date anymore. And I'm not gonna just blame it 100% on men. I'm gonna say women doesn't require men to date them anymore. Women do not require men to date them anymore. Like it's okay with just they get excited. You pull up with a bottle of Don Julio, and they happy. Oh, he pulled up with a drink. Like no, I'm not that girl.
Marquita said that man don't know how to date a grown woman. Hey, Jo.
Yeah, I'm not that girl, but and it's crazy because it's not just younger guys who do that. Like older guys do that. Man, 30 plus is doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Said one of the first questions her hubby asked before they dated was, "Do you drink or smoke?"
I mean, at least he asked.
Well, he asked you. He asked. Like he ain't say come pull up and let's drink. He said, "Do you drink and smoke?" And that's a good question to ask. Like you could ask me, "Do I drink or smoke?" And I'm gonna tell you, I don't smoke, and I'm an occasional drinker. Like I'm a social drinker. When I'm sitting at home, I don't drink. I don't come home from work and be like, I need a glass of wine. Like I don't drink anything. Like when I'm at home, the only time you gonna catch me drinking is if I'm out and about, hanging out with some friends or something, and I'll drink. I don't think it's nothing wrong with drinking, but I think if I'm drinking, I want to have fun. Me sitting in the house drinking, I'ma just fall asleep, and I feel like that's a waste of liquor. So I would rather be outside having fun when I drink. Sitting in the house, I can go to sleep without drinking. I don't need to have a drink. I don't know. I don't need that wind down drink at home. So yeah.
Marquita says she's a social drinker, but she will do wine every blue moon. Yeah, I would too if I had like a stressful day or something. But other than that, no, I probably won't even finish the wine. I don't drink at all no more, y'all. I've had some bad experiences. If y'all ever drank that Pink Whitney, that's what made me stop drinking.
Yeah, why were you drinking that anyway? Who actually drinks that? That is for the real
birthday.
What I'm gonna say is that is for that drink right there is for the people that's really balling on a budget. Like that's that low. That's that I'm on a budget. I got $10 and I want to get drunk.
Well, we're not drinking that for me for my birthday, and everybody had came over and we was all at the pool, and I had already been drinking, so I didn't care what I was drinking after that. Oh, just thinking about it right now makes me want to vomit. So
no said I stopped drinking 3 years ago. Now I carry one drink around all night when I go out.
Yeah, I don't even do that. I don't even. You can give me a bottle of water, but then I started drinking that. That was like the last night drink, and I just kept on drinking and drinking and drinking. Then the next day,
felt terrible.
I felt horrible. I threw up like I don't know how many times. I was sitting in the tub because y'all know y'all be trying to cool off after you done vomited a few times, and then you trying to get cleaned up. So I'm sitting in the tub, and then I felt like I had to throw up. I got up, and my tub, this is my tub, and you had to walk to go to the toilet, and it's in a whole like section of its own. I almost slipped in the middle of the floor. Now just think, if you gotta throw up and you slip, guess where that throw up's going?
Forever Fam said, I'm a guy who don't drink at all. I'm 31. Y'all, and I've been so, man, I never forget, one of my coworkers had like she had like a 80s thing birthday party at her house. And she invited me or whatever like that. And I was like, okay, that's cool. I come or whatever like that. And so I went, I had on my little 90s, little 80s, whatever it was, little theme stuff. And it was cute. She had it all decorated and stuff like that. And I had just came back from a cruise, and I had bought me a bottle of white Hennessy when I was on a cruise, and I brought it there to her party, and I was drinking that there or whatever like that. And so I don't know what happened. I don't know if I ate, because I don't feel like I drunk that much. But I just know I was so drunk. Like I was at the party, I was so drunk. I don't even remember. I can't even remember leaving. All I know is my one of my other coworkers, who I'm not even cool with her no more. She's a weirdo hater. But anywho, y'all, that's another story for another time. I will tell y'all about that. But anywho, she had my back this day though. She I was drunk and I think I was just laying there on a table like this because I was just like a drunk. I don't even remember fully, to be honest. And she was like, "Oh my God, I can't. I don't know. All I know is I woke up. When I woke up in the morning, I was at my dad's house, and I was at my dad's house, and I was oohing, and I don't know how I got to my dad's house. I'm looking like, how the heck did I get here? And I was just throwing up. I just was all night. I was like, Lord, I'm never drinking again. God, please stop this pain. I promise you, I'll never drink again. I know that's how bad it was. Like I couldn't, I could not breathe. I was so drunk. My dad came down. My dad like, girl, like, why are you drunk? Like, you shouldn't be getting drunk like that. And he said, you've been crying all night. I know I was. I feel it. Anywho, but my coworker, like, she was just like, girl, you were so drunk. I went to go get you some food so that you could put something on your belly or whatever like that. And when I brought the food back, you wouldn't even eat it. Like, you just sat there and you were just staring at it like, and she was like, she said the guys up in there was just looking like, and she said, I could not leave you there. I could not leave. So I got you. She said, I remember where your dad lived at. And so I came and knocked on his door. She said my daddy came to the door and she was like, Are you Cree's dad? And no, when my dad, my dad throw parties. He got a party house where, people book it and they throw parties there and stuff like that. And so when we pulled up, somebody was throwing a party at his house. And so she walked in and she was asking for my dad. But it wasn't my dad party. It's somebody he know was having a party. But luckily my dad was there or whatever. And my dad just brought me in and laid me on the couch. And do y'all know I was sick for a whole week straight? I could not eat. I was throwing up for a week straight. I really had liquor poisoning or something, like, for real. I was like, oh baby, no.
Stop me from drinking because
I was throwing up a whole week straight from that. Like, it was terrible. It was terrible. So I understand that drink. I don't like to get drunk. I don't drink to get drunk. I drink to have a little buzz, feel a little like this, and then go on about my day. I don't like to be drunk.
if I'm upset, like mad or something, then I might I get to where I'm tipsy. I don't like to get to where I'm drunk. I don't drink anymore. I haven't drank since I don't know when. It's been a while. Even with drinking a glass of wine or my go-to is a mimosa. If I'm really going to drink something, it's going to be a mimosa. And that don't really do nothing. That's like, what, 5% at the most? That's mostly orange juice. But that's my go-to if I was to go out with people. But I barely drink that either.
Well, I'm about to tell you this real fast. So, you're coming out here in August for your birthday.
I'm not taking that's the last time I had hard alcohol with me.
Yeah, and you gonna have it with me again. And you listen, cause you don't act crazy when you with me. You act crazy when you with other people. And I don't know what that be about because I haven't seen you drunk. One thing, y'all, I have not seen her drunk acting crazy. I don't know what energy she be around when she get drink and then she start flipping out. But I have never.
I used to do it at the parties that we had in Detroit. Remember how I used to kick everybody out and go off on people?
No, but it wasn't like that. Like that was just normal. And that's when somebody did something. Like what happened that one day? I forgot. And we was like,
somebody tried to grape your cousin.
Oh yeah.
And I remember some of it. So I cussed them out and kicked them out. And then after that, don't remember nothing. They said I went face forward into the carpet and was trying to drink water out of the carpet. Yes, drinking water out of the carpet.
I don't remember what happened exactly, but I do kind of remember a dude. She did say that this guy was like touching up on her or something.
Crystal came back and told us that the dude
He
was
went in the
in the
bathroom
room.
or something.
It was something like that, and she was in my room, and he ended up going in there trying to grape her. So yeah.
Oh yeah, because she was drunk. She was drunk and she was laying down. Oh yeah, I do remember now.
Yep.
I do remember now. Yeah, I do remember. It's coming to me. She was laying down in the back room, and he went in the room. Yeah.
Hey Archer.
And I just remember. It was just a big that. Oh yeah, that was a night. That was different. That's different though. You have a right to flip out that day.
Yeah. When I drink, okay, I'm good when I first start drinking, and then once I get to this one point, my alter ego comes out, and that's when I want to try and fight everybody. So yeah.
I promise I have never seen her get drunk and ready to fight somebody. Who I have not ever seen that. So I promise you, I never seen you get drunk and ready to fight. Every time I seen you get mad, it's because somebody did something and you reacted, but not you just getting drunk and acting out and being erratic, like just being a true drunk. Like I never seen that.
Ask Veronica, she'll tell you. Because at Quanda and what's name's wedding, they should never been serving just straight shots to everybody. And I was the photographer there, and I had to take pictures. So after I got done taking pictures, I'm like, oh, I can have a night too. So yeah, I took some shots. I don't even know what the heck I was even drinking. And I just walk outside, and one of my friends, she was arguing with somebody, and they were like, Christy, get her, like I was some dog or something. And guess what Christy did? Christy got, and I went after her. Like, I don't know. I think all the anger from like built up anger comes out when I've been drinking, and it comes out on anybody.
But didn't that have something to do with her saying something to heaven or something about her baby or something?
He said that after. I forgot what because she said something to Quanda or Q about something. I don't know, because they were exes, and she said something to her, and I don't know what it was, but I ended up going after the girl.
I ain't never been drunk and ready to fight somebody. Like I never got drunk and be like, I want to fight. Yo, I'm a happy drunk. I get drunk, I'm happy, I'm smiling, I'm dancing. That's all I do. Like I'm not angry. I don't get angry when I'm drinking.
I can be nice. You just gotta keep me in that niceness. If I see something that I don't like, it could be the simplest things. Shelly says she has many times. I'm telling you, sometimes people can like, because you have such a short trigger when you've been drinking, especially if you drink dark. I don't drink dark. The only whiskey that I ever drank was Fireball, and that's because it has a cinnamon taste to it. But I drank that one time. Never again. This is why I don't drink, folks. I would like to stay a Christian lady and not have to end up in jail. So it's just better if I just drink my little water and be on my merry way. I think I'm honest while I'm sober. Just imagine when I've been drinking.
I'm cracking up. Y'all, me and Christy used to have so much fun years ago. Y'all don't understand the amount of fun we used to get into. We used to do so. Listen, me and Christy done seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. I'll tell you that much.
Bam. Yes. Listen, we used to have parties all the time because both of us were single, and then we ended up living together and it got even worse. And then we added one more female to the equation, so she helped us with it. So it was just like,
y'all, we used to, when people came to our house for the first time, say say we had some guy friends or whatever like that, and they'll come to our house if she invited a guy friend over, she'll have to get him a lap dance. And her song was T-shirt and Panties by Dina Howard. And my song was so every guy that would come every guy that would come over the house, right? She'd get him a lap dance to T-shirt and Panties on by Dina Howard. And if I invited somebody over, I would have to get him a lap dance to Ray J Melody.
And one time, this girl was crawling on the floor. Like a little cat crawling on the floor. If y'all came to the house, what would y'all think?
Y'all, that was in my early 20s. That was in my early 20s when I was still young and wild and free.
Yeah.
I was still young, wild, and free, but those were the times, man. It was some great times had back in them days. We all have our...
that we used to hang out with are gone now. So I'm kind of glad that we did that type of stuff. Like, even if it was just get-togethers hanging out, I'm glad that we did it because now we have those memories. And it's a lot of them that have passed since we left. Well, since we went to Arizona and stuff like that. But I think it's been, what, like 4 or 5 people?
Y'all, I need all everybody that's watching y'all. I need y'all to say a prayer for me, y'all. I applied for a new position at work. I applied for a supervisor position at work, and I want it. You know, I want it, and I'm claiming it, and I need y'all to, you know, speak it into existence with me, okay? Be like, girl, that's your job.
Congratulations to Cree. She got her car that she built basically from the ground up.
I do, and I love it. It's beautiful. My car is beautiful. Y'all, my car got the seats, the front seat, it is a massage chair.
So let me tell y'all, if y'all ever go anywhere with us and I'm in the car, I have shotgun all the time.
You say you got the front seat.
So I'm just letting y'all know, if you're in the front seat, I don't even care if the dog's in the front seat, which I know she'll never have a dog in the front seat. But if you're in the front seat, you're getting out of the seat.
I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all gotta go for KJ.
But yeah, y'all won't get the seat. I get the front seat. I don't even care if it's a dude that she's talking to. Get your butt in the back seat. The front seat is mine. Stop yawning because you're gonna make me yawn.
Y'all, I'm still in KJ line today. I am so tired, but you know, also after I end this live, I can't even go to sleep right away because I need to run to the bank. But,
I said I can go to sleep.
But yeah, guys. So that's cool. KJ, you got a couple questions?
I think I do. So y'all can answer some. Okay. Do you believe in ghosts?
I think I do. I'm kind of like this with it, but I do think that like I do feel like that spirit stuff is real. Like I think ghosts is real. I do think that ghost is real, but I don't think that there's a such thing as a friendly ghost. I don't think that there are friendly ghosts. I think that if it's still a spirit or something on here, it's not good.
Shirley said she had some living in her house. We did too when we were a kid, but my mom never told us. And so one day my sister seen a guy with a hat in our house walking through the house, and he walked past our bedroom door and went into my mom and dad's room, and she thought someone had broke in. So when he walked in there, she creeped in there, and when she went in there, nobody was in there. and something had flew off of one of our shelves. And when something, you just think, okay, someone bumped it the wrong way, something flew off. No, there was a ghost in that house, and it was a man, because my mom told us that a man had died in there.
Yeah, I believe that ghosts are real. I do believe that ghosts are real. But like I said, I don't think that there's a such thing as like a friendly ghost like Casper. Like I don't think that it's not like that. Like I feel like if you do encounter a spirit, it's not a good thing.
I believe there's good spirits, because I've been in
I
here,
don't know.
like, it was at, I think it was at this house. I'm just chilling, and it felt like the bed, like someone sat on it,
But I
like
also
looking
look
for
at it
me to
like
kill.
this. I feel like I mean, I don't know if this is because this is the things that I heard, but isn't it like the spirits and stuff that's left here roaming earth is people that's not fully over, or they have unfinished business or something.
It wouldn't be mean.
I don't know. I mean, I don't want to encounter not a friendly ghost or an evil one. So I don't want nothing to do with none of them. But yeah, I do think that they exist. But this is why I don't like paranormal stuff. I do not watch paranormal activity type of movies. I do not. I feel like that stuff get in your spirits, and I don't want that in me. I don't. I like, listen. I will have nightmares. Y'all, I watch paranormal activity um and part one, and I had a dream about that girl for like a week straight, like the one who got possessed. Like I literally had she was in my dreams for a week. I said absolutely not. I cannot watch stuff like that. I do not like it. Feel like it give me nightmares. I be creeping. I be looking at the walls. Like it make me too. I don't like stuff like that.
Shelly says she loves watching those movies. I watch those movies, and I do have bad dreams. I have those dreams called sleep paralysis. And I actually had one the other night. So
That happened to me before.
sleep paralysis is basically you are in your sleep, but you're not sleep. So you're like in between. And so in this dream, I like fell off the side of the bed. I was in the same bed that I fell asleep in, and I fell off the side of the bed, and then I went into where my husband was, and this is where he always sits every morning. I went in there, and something kept on like yanking me. Like I would come to him, and then something would yank me. So it was kind of like a ghost was dragging me, and it dragged me up the wall. And then that's when I woke up in the dream. But then when you go back to sleep, it's the same dream, like where it ended off at. And I have a lot of those sleep paralysis dreams. I had one where I was choking.
Mine was there. I had one where I was laying in the bed and I woke up, like I was woke, but I could not talk. I could not move. I could not scream. And in my head, I just start, Jesus, Lord Jesus, help me, help me. I would start calling the name of Jesus. I was like, Lord, I was calling on my God, like, what is this? Because I'm telling you, I was laying there. I could not move. I could not talk. Like I was stiff, but my eyes was open. I was looking around, and I could not move. And that junk scared the life out of me. It scared the life out of me. I thought. I don't know what I thought, but it was cool.
Her grandma used to tell her that was a witch riding you. I heard that before. I heard either it's like a demon or a witch riding you. I have heard that. I had one where I was asleep on a couch, couldn't move, and you see this man's boots. Like I could look back like this to the side, and this man's boots were coming towards me, and I couldn't move. That stuff, man, those dreams are very, very scary. And when you can't move, and then you can't recognize what is real. Like, did that really happen? Because when I got up from that last dream the other day, I was like, I started looking around. I went out, and Darius wasn't even awake at the time. But it was scary because I felt like I was getting drugged.
See, I wasn't having a dream. That's the thing. Like I was awake. I was alert. I was looking around. Like and I just could not talk. I could not move. I could not scream. And I start calling on Jesus. No lie, I swear, I start calling on God. I was like, God, like, Lord Jesus, like, I started praying in my head, because I couldn't yell it. And the more that in my head I was talking, the words started coming out my mouth a little bit. I was like, God, and I started hearing myself like talk again. I got up like, the heck was that? You know?
Yeah. When I first had mine, I started sleeping with the Bible underneath my pillow because that stuff was scary. I had never had a sleep paralysis dream before. And ever since I messed with my ex, the one that used to do all the drugs and stuff, ever since him, I have sleep paralysis dreams a lot. But I know they're not real, but still, they seem real because you're in the same exact place that you fell asleep in, and all of it seems so real, but you can't move. Like, you can't do nothing. All you can do is lay there. And I don't like the dreams where you drop either, because they say that you're dying in those dreams, and I don't know how real that is, but that creeps me out too.
I used to have the same dream over and over and over and over. Every time I had a dream, it was the same dream. And you want to know what this dream was? It was a dream that it's crazy because in my dream, it was a different scenario, but the same outcome every single time. And so it was the first time that I had the dream. It was it was me and all my siblings, and we were all in the house, and this man broke into my house. He broke into our house, and he unalived my brother with an axe. With an axe, like literally with an axe. And then the second time I had the dream again, and we was at a school dance, and the same man came in with an axe and unalived my brother.
Which brother?
The oldest one, Nigel.
Then I would have never told Bam to become a police officer because that would scare the crap out of me. I thought you meant him, but still, dreams just seem
sorry, y'all. That was ugly. Y'all, my body is sore from the gym, so it's feeling a little tight. I gotta stretch and wiggle a little bit and move my muscles around.
Yesterday.
Anywho, guys, yeah, y'all know what time it is.
Bedtime.
It's about that time, y'all. I feel, y'all. Today, it really wasn't my day. Today, I've been kind of a little on a downer side. I've been on a downer side today because I'm just really tired today. And I'm probably gonna need to drink me a 5-hour energy when I get to work because I have to go to work, and I need something to get me up. I don't feel like I'm gonna be up by the time I go to work because I gotta go run a couple of errands real fast. But anywho, y'all, guys, don't forget to make each day your masterpiece. Okay? Don't forget to make each day your masterpiece. Don't forget to go on YouTube and like, subscribe, and share to Breakfast with Cree and KJ. The link is in KJ's bio, but if you don't want to click that link, you could definitely go on YouTube and type in Breakfast with Cree and KJ, and we will be there. Okay?
People so that we can go live on there as well, people. So
yes, we need as many people as we can to go subscribe to our YouTube. Okay?
Who has and who has not, people. Y'all know who I'm talking to.
But y'all, on that note, y'all, we gonna be signing out.
And then I pushed it.
Here you go again. Here you go again.
Y'all, I pushed it and
it just went. Here you go again. I'm getting sick of you at this point. I'm getting sick of you. Breakfast with Cree and KJ.
My singing makes up for it. Love y'all.
Bye.
See y'all later. Shelly, make sure you remind me of your birthday thing.